Welcome to the Irresistible You podcast. This is the place to get a dose of empowerment to create the life you crave and deserve. I'm your host, Amy Beltran, CEO and founder of Irresistible University. Through my podcast and signature coaching program, I teach women just like you how to ditch the body image issues, gain confidence, and lose the emotional weight to look and feel irresistible at any size. All right, guys, so this episode is going to be a little bit different than my others. I usually record solo, and today I have a very special guest that is joining me, and we're going to just dive in and have a little chat and see where things go. So before we get started here, I'm going to go ahead and introduce her. For those of you that have been listening to me for a long time, you have already heard me talk about her. You know a little bit about who she is. And I'm going to just let her introduce herself and come on the podcast. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
Can you tell everybody your name?
Catalina.
And for those of you that don't know, this is my daughter, Catalina. And tell everybody how old you are.
6 years old.
And what grade are you in?
Kindergarten.
Kindergarten. So at the beginning of this year, on New Year's, Kat and I sat down and we actually wrote down a bunch of our goals that we wanted to accomplish this year. And I swear to you guys, this was not my influence. I did not tell her to do it. But on her own, she put, I want to record an episode with mommy on the podcast. And I was like, cool, we can do that. And then I'm looking and I'm like, oh my God, there's only a week left of the year and we need to get on that goal, don't we? So today's the day. Tell everybody, what have you been up to today?
Playing with my brother.
Playing with your brother?
Uh-huh.
Because you're off of school already for
Yeah.
Christmas break. So this was like a good time for us to be able to do this. So what made you put that on your list of wanting to be on Mommy's podcast? What made you decide to do that?
Because I just wanted to always try doing a podcast with my mommy.
Yeah? How come?
Because I was curious.
You were curious about how it is?
Yeah.
What made you curious about it?
Because I just wondered what it feels like to do it.
What do you think so far?
Good.
Is there any other word you would use?
No.
No, it's just good. And what is Mommy's podcast about? Confidence. Yeah, so we talk to women and we help them feel more confident about themselves, about their bodies, and make them feel happy and to love and proud. Yeah, that's it, right. And to love themselves no matter what they look like, no matter their age, their size,
their skin,
no matter what, they can love themselves and embrace who they are, because it's really important to be who you are, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So tell us, get a little bit closer so we can hear your voice. What does confidence mean to you?
It means that you are just never give up.
That you never give up. Mm-hmm. Confidence means never giving up. Because what happens if you give up?
You'll never get to do it again.
Yeah, because you'll never know what you could have been, right? So if you just gave up after trying something like the first or second time, then you'll never know, right?
Or third try.
Or third. So you just have to keep going until you get it right.
It might take 100 times.
And is that okay?
Yeah.
It's okay if it takes 100 times, right?
Mm-hmm. Or even 1,000.
Even 1,000, and it might take that for you to get something right.
You might have to do it you might have to try it every single day.
Until you get better and better.
And better and better and better and better and better.
That's right.
You're really good.
And one of the things I tell our listeners, because a lot of our listeners are trying to change their lives and better themselves, so a lot of times...
And make them happy.
And yeah, a lot of times they want to go and do things super fast. And I always tell people, we can't go 0 to 100 like that. Yeah, we have to go 0 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, right? And that's how we make
5 to 6,
yes,
7 to 8, and then
all the way. And that's how we make those changes as we do things. We do things little by little every day until we get to where we want to be. Yeah. But if we give up, we can't get there.
Just like when I practiced my skatering at school.
Your scooter at school?
It was a 2-wheel.
A 2-wheel scooter. And was it really hard when you first started?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't that really hard because I practiced with my friend.
And then you got better and better at it.
Yeah.
What would you tell someone who, like, they look in the mirror and they're not happy with what they see?
Just do what they make them happy, like sports or eating their favorite food or anything.
To do something that makes them happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like basketball or skateboarding or anything.
So how do you think that'll make them feel happier?
Because they wanted to do it for a while.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that'll make them feel better about themselves. What makes you feel proud of yourself?
That I never give up and I always do something.
You don't ever give up. You keep trying and trying, right? Mm-hmm. And what if you feel, because a lot of people that listen, they might want to try something or change their life, but they feel really scared.
Don't be scared. Just be brave.
And what does that mean, to be brave?
Scared, but you want to do it.
So brave means I'm scared, but I want to do it anyway.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, so yes. So when we're scared and we know we have to do something, we don't let the fear of that stop us. We have to be brave.
Yep.
So how are you brave? Like, what are some things that you do that make you feel brave? That maybe you're scared of doing, but you do it anyway?
Think of stuff in my head that I like.
So that's what you do when you know you have to do something scary?
Yeah.
So you think of something in your head.
Like a unicorn.
Like a unicorn. I love that. We love unicorns around here, don't we?
My room is full of mermaids and unicorns.
Yes, it is. And all the
very
sparkles.
Pink.
Very pink, very unicorn, very mermaid, all the things. Mm-hmm. You are definitely my child, huh?
Yeah.
So you think of something that you love when you feel scared, and that makes you brave.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Like cupcakes, unicorns, mermaids.
Yeah.
That I love.
I think those are all really good things to think about.
Mm-hmm.
They make me happy, too. So what are some things that you have done or that you do that you have to be brave for?
Shots.
Shots. Like what kind of shots?
Flu shots.
The flu shot? Yeah.
Eye drops.
Eye drops? Yeah. And were the eye drops as bad as you thought they were going to be?
Yes.
Really? You think so?
They
They burn. Yeah, those can be a little bit. So,
burned. Hers are burning already.
that we were getting eyes dilated. So I think everybody knows how that goes.
Yep, it burns your eyes.
It can just a little bit.
Like fire.
What are some other things you do where you have to be brave?
Next comes.
Your Dexcom. So, do you want to tell people what that means? Because some of our listeners, they may not know what Dexcom is.
It's a thing when you're diabetic. You use a Dexcom to check your number.
To check your blood sugar.
Uh-huh.
And where does it go?
To a phone.
Well, where does it go on your body?
On your arm.
It's on your arm.
Or your leg, or your tummy, or your back.
Yeah, it can go in different places, but we put yours on the arm.
Yeah, I'm the only one that does arms.
So for those of you that don't know that, Catalina is 6,
Uh-huh.
and she...
And type 1 diabetes.
Yes, she has type 1 diabetes since she was 4.5.
4 years old.
You were 4 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell us, you do have to do a lot of brave things, don't you,
Yeah,
when you're diabetic?
Like poking my finger.
We have to still poke your fingers sometimes to check
Yeah.
blood sugars. So for those that don't know, a Dexcom is something she wears on her arm every day for
Every
10 days.
All the 10 days, you always have to change them.
Yep, every 10 days you change it, and what that does is it reads her blood sugars every 5 minutes, and it sends it to our phone. So that way we don't have to check her finger, all the time, all day, every day. Where in the beginning we did a lot, didn't we?
Yep.
Yeah, before we had the Dexcom. So you've had to do a lot of brave things. So when you say you have type 1 diabetes, what does that mean to you? What does it mean to you to be diabetic? Is that a hard question to answer?
Yeah.
Yeah. So let me ask you this. What do you think of diabetes?
Cool.
You think it's cool? Yeah. What is cool about it for you?
I don't have to have any tubes.
Because of your pump?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have tubes. So you have a...
Tubes allowed in my city.
So Catalina also wears another device called a insulin pump, and it's wireless, tubeless. So it literally just goes on the leg, and then we're able to dispense insulin from a basically it's like a remote control that allows us to give her insulin.
It makes a bump on my pants when I always wear it.
Yeah, you can kind of see it through your pants. Do people ever ask you about your pump or your Dexcom?
No, not at all.
They don't? Have they before?
Yeah.
Some of the kids would ask you?
Yeah, like, what's this? What's this? What's this? What's this? A lot of times.
They would. And when they would ask you that, how did that make you feel? Did it make you happy? Did it make you sad? Did it make you mad? Did it just feel like, whatever? Like, meh?
Meh.
Yeah, sometimes they're just curious, right? Because they have never seen that before. And it's okay to be curious.
It's like they never saw spaghetti.
You're so silly. So, yeah, it's some of the kids are just curious, and that's fine. It's good to be curious, to ask questions and things. But what's not okay is if someone is mean or rude about asking that question or says something nasty because of you having a Dexcom or a pump, right?
I don't have one and you have one.
Yeah, that wouldn't be okay. So what do you think about bullies? That's what you think about bullies? Yeah, I kind of feel the same way. They're not nice, are they? No. So this year, what has been one of your favorite things that you've done this entire year? I think I can think of something. Where did you go this year? Where's somewhere that you went this year with Mommy? Did you forget already? It was only a few months ago.
Yeah, I forgot.
Where did we go a few months ago? Just the two of us. We got on an airplane.
Disney.
Yes, Disney World. We went to Disney World for a weekend, just the two of us, and it was like the best trip ever.
It was Halloween time.
Yep, they already had the Halloween stuff going in August, which was crazy.
Yeah,
but it was cool.
Was insane.
It was insane.
Yeah.
But it was a fast trip. It was a fun trip.
On the last night, Mommy was awake and I was sleeping, and then she woke me up and I was still tired.
You were like sleeping all the way to the bus. Yeah, on the last night we got home so late 'cause we did Epcot until we were like one of the last people to leave, weren't we? And we got back to the room. I had to pack everything.
When it was the morning all the time, it was exhausting.
Yeah, we were exhausted. So I just decided instead of trying to sleep for 2 hours that I would just stay awake because I knew I was going to feel worse if I went to bed. But it was fine. We had the best time. I think that was one of the highlights of my year for sure, was going to that. And then we also went to,
we also got some food at the airport, right?
We definitely got food at the airport that morning. Yeah, because we were up super early. It was still dark.
Yeah.
And the whole reason we went to that diabetes conference, remember?
Yeah. And I got a little insulin.
Oh, yeah, a little stuffed, this is so cute. He's a little droplet of insulin, and it's a stuffed animal, and he's so cute.
And on the back of him, he has, like, little dot strings. I don't know what that is. I think that's how insulin gets, like a slide for them.
Yeah, he's, like, super cute, though.
Yeah, he's super cute.
Did you have fun at that conference?
Yeah.
Seeing all the other kids and everything?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Was it good seeing people, like, because I remember we were sitting in the room, and I heard other people's Dexcom alarms going off. But, like, all the people in the room were just like, whatever. Like, nobody really cared.
No one, huh? What was that?
Because we're all used to it.
Yeah,
so
because everyone that is there has a Dexcom, and I made friends.
You did make friends. That was fun. And that was
I can see them again.
I know. It was, well, hopefully we can go next year, too.
Yeah.
And it was cool because it was just normal. Like, everybody there was just like, oh, it's not mine or it's not my kid. And that was the end of it. No one, like, second-guessed it.
There's, like, little pads that I could draw on.
Mm-hmm.
I drew, like, hearts and, like, all kinds of stuff.
And you got to play games.
Games, yeah.
You got to play games, and you had fun. That was a good time, wasn't it?
I played catch the ball with my new friends.
Mm-hmm. And how was that, like, seeing other kids just like you with Dexcoms or Omnipods?
Cool.
It's cool to see that, isn't it? To see yourself and other people. And I think that is really important and it really matters. So anything else that you want to talk about? So what was something this year that you didn't do but maybe you wanted to do? Can you think of anything?
No.
No? Okay. Tell us then, the new year's coming up. You're going to be 6. And oh my gosh, at the end of the year, you're going to turn 7. I can't even with that right now.
I have a wiggly tooth.
You have another wiggly tooth. That's like tooth number 7 or 8 already.
I feel like it's going to fall out right now.
It's very loose.
I feel like if I ate a whole apple, it might be in there.
We might have to try that.
Yeah.
So
I might have to go to the store and buy an apple.
We have apple slices downstairs.
Yeah,
we can
but
do that.
I tried one at school and it didn't.
It didn't work. Well, maybe it will now because it's getting looser. It's on its way out. Like, it's really close.
One time, Mommy had to wipe it because it was bleeding.
Yeah, it was. So what is something you want to do in this new year? At least one thing. If you can think of anything.
I can't think of any.
Not yet? Maybe you have to spend some time on that and figure out what you want to do with this year. But there's going to be a lot of stuff. Maybe more vacations. Yeah. Lots of swimming again. You love swimming, don't you? Is that your favorite in the summer?
Yeah.
Yeah, we spend a lot of time at the pool.
Jumping,
diving.
at the deep end with
Yeah.
my shirt on, with my own clothes on, even
Oh, yeah, that was fun.
baby my pajamas.
Your pajamas. You're so silly. Are you excited, though, to be off of school for a few weeks?
Yeah.
There. See, now we can hear you better. You need to talk right over there into the mic. But that's okay. You're like podcast newbie. Do you think you want to have a podcast one day?
Yeah.
Yeah. What would you talk about? What would your podcast be about?
Mommy's.
It would be about mommy.
It would be about like yours.
Like the same thing, like teaching people how to feel confident.
Yeah.
What makes you feel confident?
Being proud.
Being proud. That's a good one. So what makes you feel proud of yourself?
That I never give up.
That you never give up? Or maybe like when you do something and you saw like something you didn't think you could do and then you do it? Do you feel proud when you do your schoolwork?
Yeah.
Or when you make art?
Yep, I love doing art.
Or, yeah, you're really good too. You're really good at sculptures.
Yeah.
Like using Play-Doh. She can make really good
I
sculptures.
can make like a big head and then like a body and then arms and then legs and then eyes.
They look really real.
And I use my nails to scrape up a mouth.
She is super, you guys, she's like very, very creative.
Yeah, I could send a picture to one of you.
Yeah, we'll have to share one on our stories and you can see. She's really creative and comes up with all kinds of stuff all the time. It's just so cool to see that.
One time I tried to make a lion, but I lost it on the printer. It was on the printer, the body of it in the
Oh, the lion.
Yeah, and I was and I made the head of it. Said I was gonna do it yesterday, and I like forgot where it was. So then I just left it there.
So when
It was gone.
So in the afternoons when you get home from school and mommy's working, what are you doing here? So for those, she comes in my office.
Yeah. Sometimes I watch my shows and then maybe I go on the board and do something.
On your whiteboard over there, your easel.
It's a very big mess.
It's a very big mess right now.
I've been drawing on it.
Yeah,
on the wood.
There's a lot of marker on that easel, and
Yeah.
we've been reorganizing the office too. So there's a lot of stuff everywhere until we get it situated.
A lot on Mommy's desk.
A lot on mommy's desk.
2 chocolate balls.
You have told me I have 2 Lent chocolate truffles, you guys, because it's that time of year, and they're my absolute favorite.
Me too. I love
favorite
the white.
favorite.
I love the white one.
Yeah, the white chocolate is really yummy, isn't
I've
it?
never tried the orange one before.
No, I think that one's caramel. So we'll have to try that.
Ooh,
So,
sounds yummy.
so do you like being in here?
Yeah.
Why do you like being in here?
Because Happy is not in here.
Because Javi's not here? But you love playing with Javi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just need some time without my brother.
You need time without... Yeah, I think that's important to have time alone like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. because you guys have a good time together.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes too much of a good time.
Sometimes I even don't know where he is, and I might fall on him.
Yeah, because you guys are always like wrestling around.
And one time I thought he was under the mat. I didn't not sure, and I was like hearing him screaming. I was like, is that you, Hobby?
Oh my gosh. So yeah, Hobby takes a nap in the afternoons for usually. And then I get some extra work done, and Kat usually does some drawing or art or some like schoolwork type stuff.
I do shows most.
And watches shows and just kind of relaxes for a little bit.
Sometimes I will watch shows, and when it's dead, I always just be on my board.
Yeah. So you got all kinds of cool stuff in here.
Yep.
Arts and crafts and everything. Alrighty. Well, do you like this experience?
Yeah.
So what have you enjoyed about, this is your very first podcast ever at 6 years old. What have you enjoyed about being here? Talking?
Yes.
And you said at the beginning that you wanted people to feel happy after they listened to the episode, right?
Yeah.
So how do you think they're feeling right now?
Happy.
Well, this was fun. And I'm glad you got to do this with me, and maybe we can do something else in the future. We can do another episode on something. Episode 2 with Kat. Yeah. This has been good. I think we're probably going to wrap things up because we got to get dinner going, and we've got some other things to do.
About to be dark.
I think it's already getting dark outside.
I think so too.
All right, guys, we're going to wrap this one up. Again, this was a special episode. Kat, thanks for coming on and talking and sharing yourself with all of our listeners. I know they'll love hearing from you because they hear us talk about you all the time. If this episode was helpful, guys, or you love what we're doing here on any of the other shows, please head over to iTunes or Apple Podcast and leave a rating and review. That is how you can show your support for the podcast. I will catch you guys in the next one. Until then, stay irresistible. Bye, guys. Say bye.
Bye.